Hello and welcome to Centurion's Corner, and today we're going to be doing an upgrade of Aurra Sing. And you think, really? She hasn't really got much on her, to be honest with you. And you're right, she hasn't. I do think with the browns we could actually sort of give her a better brown looking belt, top and boots. A bit of a black wash over the top of those to really give it that kind of leatherette look. I'm actually thinking a bit of a black wash to her hair as well, just to give it a bit of definition. I really don't like this, so I may acetone most of this highlighting off it as well. She needs some silvering around on her belts and all those extra bits as well. But a big friend of the channel who has been supporting me from a very early age of the channel, shall we say, is Darth Moore, and he's really kindly supplied this figure as well. So with this one I'm going to do a custom of Aurra Sing as her sort of assassination kind of look. So it's all in black, apart from all these sort of brown belts. So what we apply for this one, we apply for this, but we just give her a black suit as well with that nice shadowing over her eyes. So I guess without further ado, let's crack on with it. Okay, so first up what you want to do is remove every single part of clothing that you can, all the accessories, guns, etc. So now grabbing your acetone, you should be all welcome and accustomed to it now. It's nail varnish remover, as long as it's got acetone in the ingredients, and we're just going to simply just rub it over there with a Q-tip or cotton bud, just getting rid of all that kind of like horrible highlighted hair that we have. So grabbing your red brown XF64, it's a colour that we do use on the channel quite a lot, to be honest with you. Just go over her belt, her boots and her jacket. If you're doing both, then you can do both of the jackets at the same time, but if you're actually going to do her in a black costume, then leave the belts to last, because obviously you're going to paint her black. But at the time you can do both jackets. We're also going to pick up the gun as well, and the little bits that are brown on that gun, we're just going to paint that red brown too. So now using your gunmetal X10, we're just going to simply paint her pistols and the silver part of her sniper rifle. So now you want to grab your XF1 flat black. Make sure it's flat black so it actually has a nice matted finish to it, and then simply paint the whole lot of her body apart from around her neckline and the arms to the sleeves as well. Once it's dry, you may take a few coats, then reapply it with the red brown going over the boots and stuff, and then both figures are up to date to where we need to be. So now we're going to use chrome silver. We're going to add those details on there. So those little sort of doobry bits that she has on the back, her little badge and the little bullets that she has on her jacket as well. Her aerial, and also all those little gadgets and gizmos around on the belt, and her silver chain. She has those little studs as well at the back of the holsters, which you painted over brown. So just make sure you reapply all that. So I don't know if you're like me, but that strap really does my head in, so I'm literally just gluing it into place. Also, while I've been away, those pouches are painted in red brown and with a silver little buckle on there, and I painted the strap in buff. Now using gold leaf X12, I'm just going to simply go around her buckles. She has 4 of these, 2 on the back and 2 at the front. With the last little bits of details here, I'm using Smoke X19. I've never used this paint before. It's kind of a bit transparent, but really nice. So I'm actually applying that to her eye makeup around on her, sort of what she uses to disguise herself. And yeah, the results are really nice. Last part is just using black wash. I'm going to go over her brown parts to give it that nice leatherette look on there as well. I also did apply more black wash to the actual orange. I didn't record it, and I mentioned it at the end of the video as well. It just gives it that kind of nice rugged look, because it's not supposed to be bright orange. And then just the last tiny little bits, we're going to do the black wash over the hair to give it that nice depth look. And you can apply this to both, or whether if you're doing both, it's entirely up to you. So here we be, all fully and upgraded and ready to go back onto the shelf. And now we have 2 Aurra Sings, 1 custom and 1 upgrade. And yeah, to be honest, it's quite easy. Not a lot of paints to be used on these ones here. And first of all, we'll go over the main Aurra Secure. It's just exactly the same. It's just this one we've just painted black, to be honest with you. So for the actual levers, for boots, belt and top, we have used a red brown, which is XF64, and also used it on the bottom of the sniper and on those little pouches that are down there as well. The others we use is gunmetal, and obviously this is all for the gun parts that we have. So we've got 2 pistols and her sniper rifle. On the actual belt itself, we used gold leaf. This is all for this sort of like the buckles, just around on there. We actually replaced the gold chain on there with the chrome silver X11, and also they had done all the extra little silver bits around on her belts, all those little kind of gadgets and gizmos she has in those pockets there. We used flat black here, and which is mainly used for this Aurra Sing, completely all over her. And just at the end, I did actually put a XF57 buff just over the kind of shoulder strap of her gun there. I don't think I recorded that part. I just thought I'd do it at the end. And then we used smoke X19, which is like a clear gunmetal really, and that was great for the actual eyepiece around on her as well. So yeah, I'm quite proud how these ones turned out. I actually gave this one a little bit of a dark wash over the end, just in those sort of like little edges and stuff there, just to add on those little bit of dirt, because actually on the pictures and stuff, sort of undersuit is actually quite dirty, to be honest. So I didn't actually add any on the skin, but all the dark wash all over these parts. And yeah, I think it's actually come out quite well. I think the gun looks superb as well. Doesn't look all kind of sort of like that very cheap plastic anymore. We got rid of that horrible kind of sort of highlighting in the air and just added that black wash, giving it that kind of more depth into the hair. I actually gone around on these parts as well, done a little bit of red around on these, because she has a sort of like, there's a couple different colours there, so I've added a little bit of red around on top of these kind of ribbon parts she has around on her body, giving it a black wash all over the guns and down on the actual belt as well, and just adding those extra silver parts on the back just adds those extra details really. So yeah, really proud that one's turned out. And then obviously here from thank you for Darth Moore once again for sending me in the second Aurra Sing, and yeah, she looks great now. That smoke is just, it is maybe a bit glossy. I have actually sprayed it with a matte finish, so maybe I need to do a little bit more to the face. But yeah, I really like that kind of sort of like that smoke kind of paint on there, because it hasn't like, it doesn't look too dark over it. It just looks like smudged eyeliner and stuff like that. So looking pretty good. The rest is all up to the exactly same standard as the other one as well. And yeah, just with that sort of black undersuit on there. So yeah, looking pretty well, and I'm quite glad how these both really turned out. So another additional to the shelf. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. Don't forget to comment down below. Are you going to do this one? Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, ding that bell, follow me on Instagram where you see more pictures of these beautiful 2 women. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.